You already know what it is. Your boy DJ Filthy Rich.
Yeah, it's your boy DJ Big X.
It's your boy Mr. Exquisite ATL.
And we back outside with another episode of the We Outside Show. It's a lot going on outside.
Oh, man, it's a lot going on. The holidays are coming up, and I don't know if these people going crazy or what's going on, but is it the holiday season or what the hell is going on?
Duh, so, I mean, well, look, holiday season usually in our community is fucked up, but it's like robbery season and shit, right?
Oh, yeah, well, that started in October.
Yeah.
Trick or treat.
Yeah, for sure. So, hey, man, make sure y'all locking y'all doors and shit, your car doors, all that.
Man, it's not the season to be jolly.
Nah,
you know what I'm
and the economy fucked up.
I'll be sorry.
Bad, it's bad. Like, it's usually bad, but it's worse now, so nigga really got to be careful out here.
Everybody holding on to what they got right now. You got to, you know what I mean? It's the holiday season. As you've been seeing, a lot of celebrities been doing coat drives, food drives, and I can only imagine what it's going to be like for Christmas. They did it real big. I know Monica did something for like Thanksgiving. So, everybody been trying to contribute in their own little way. So
Yeah. I mean, we got to help each other, man, because ain't nobody else going to help us.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, what Kanye say, they don't care about black people. He wasn't wrong.
Oh, yeah.
He wasn't wrong. You know what I'm saying?
He ain't never lied.
So, oh my God, there's so much going on. All right, so I want to start off with like all the family beefs that's going on in the entertainment world. A friend of ours, Daz Dillinger, man.
My boy.
Shout out to Daz. We seen him going back and forth with our other homie, Snoop.
Right.
Shout out to Snoop. Shout out to Daz.
Right.
So for those who don't know, so Daz was very, 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 very instrumental in the rise of Death Row Records.
Right.
Did a lot of beats that people thought Dre did. A lot of beats.
On that first album.
On that first album, for sure.
Right.
So Snoop bought Death Row.
Right.
He owns it now. Suge doesn't have it. And now Daz and Snoop are beefing over, basically, Daz is saying that Snoop is trying to rob him of his masters and some of the records and stuff. So, they having a real family beef right now, man, and spilled it to the public.
But is it family beef or is it business? Sound like it's more business than
it's
family.
Definitely more business, but business becomes personal.
But I think it's more their family than anything else. So it looked like a family beef.
Yeah, true indeed. Because if Daz wasn't his cousin, this still would have been the same
business. It would be business. You know what I'm saying? So how do you really look at that, even though that's your family member, but it's business?
This is why I hate the phrase. I hate this phrase. It's just business. Don't take it personal. Because I said before, if you fucking with my personal finances through the business, then I'm probably gonna take it personal.
Right.
I don't know how niggas try to separate the two. Like, I understand what business is, but when you trying to cut a nigga water off, you gonna take it personally.
But you would think though, with Snoop being Daz's cousin, you would think like, okay, man, I know all these years Suge's been taken from us as family. We haven't been getting paid the way we're supposed to get paid. You would think that now that Snoop is in the control of how and who gets paid, you would go, hey, man, it's nothing for you to give your cousin his just due.
Like you said, it's supposed to be in family business, right? And this is my cousin.
Right.
My real
This your blood cousin, your first cousin.
So I'm thinking like in Snoop words, yeah, cuz you gonna have that.
Right.
You know what I mean? I got it. It's in the family now.
That's player shit.
Because you gonna keep that. You know what I'm saying? That's you right there.
Right.
And then Snoop up.
Right.
So it's like...
Yeah. Ain't like he needed it.
It ain't like he needed. So why is you even trying to sell out your family, your business? Like y'all said, without Daz, Snoop don't get what he got. Because you ain't got the beats you rapping on without Lil Cuz, right?
Daz did a lot, man. He did a whole lot.
Dad do a lot. But at the same time, knowing Daz, it's just like they beef all the time.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, you want to speak on it, but next week they'll be cool with each other.
Exactly. That's why we ain't picking sides. But okay, so let me ask you this then. Let's remove ourselves from those names, right? Because they are both the homies.
Right.
Let's say it's you, right? And you've been in the trenches, like, let's say, all right, like you and Funky been in the trenches. Y'all built a company together.
Right.
But what if something happened to where, okay, you got offered a position where somebody took the company, coalition, they took it from y'all.
Right.
And years later, you get it back.
Right.
But when you get it back, they like, well, you can't bring Funky. Like, do you?
Well, I mean, I don't know if I would take that deal because if we built it together, we got to stay together.
That's how it's supposed
to be. You see what I'm saying? That's just me. I always been like that. Funky could attest to that.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you got to look at some people that it might be, we don't know what financially what financial situation Snoop may have going on behind the scenes, or who might be behind it. Like, I've heard in some parts where like Interscope is back in the fold with the whole Death Row thing. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's being funded through, behind the scenes by Interscope. So a lot of the actions that Snoop might be taking right now might be those actions. You know what I'm saying? So those are so, and those just allegations. That's nothing that I know personally. Right. But you got to look at those things when you actually talking about this situation. Who's the powers that be behind it that's controlling it, to where you got Snoop Dogg want to say, nah, bro, you can't have this. We gonna take this.
Yeah.
That's a hard statement for a family member, a first cousin. You know what I'm saying? To go against a family member like that. You get what I'm saying? So you got to know it's got to be somebody behind the scenes.
I want to say it like this then, since, let's just say the offer was put to the table like that, right? And, okay, you ain't going to make no move on it right now, right? So, but this being family, and let's just say it's a $50 million deal on the table.
Right.
But, and this kind of happened within the music industry. We want you, we don't want them, right? So, okay, do you go to cuz and be like, hey, cuz, look, they want to give me this. Without you, I'm going to let you know, I'm telling you, putting you in it without them knowing. We can't miss this money. Do you hear what I said? We can't miss this money. I'm going to take it in my name.
Right.
I'm going to pay you, cuz, but that's 50, just saying, that's 50 M's, cuz. You know what I'm saying?
But at the same time, when you do a deal like that, right, you got to be the person that's on the other end. How I know you're going to be as fast as you're supposed to be? if you say it's 50 million, you might come back and say, oh, cuz, they ain't give us but 30, man,
That's what's going to happen.
But so, within that kind of money, I feel like, it's going to be announced.
Even if
$50 million.
But even if it's announced, you already know you got the people finagle out of those situations. You know what I'm saying? If you going it based on somebody giving you their word that they're gonna do it, based on the fact that it's contractually binded to you, come on, bro.
Niggas skim off an ounce, though.
But I'm still putting you in, though.
Bro, this is my firm belief. Past $100,000, man, people start acting strange. That's just my thing.
I seen niggas act strange for way less.
You get what I'm saying?
Way less. Way less.
So I know for a fact at 100,000, you see people do things you never thought you would even imagine.
I still would want us to eat. I just feel like I said, think about if I can just hire you as security, and I'm paying you $20 million, that's what I want to pay you.
But you got to think, that's why I say, when I look at that whole situation, it's got to be another agenda that Snoop is going by. I don't just think he's really sitting there just going, fuck my cuz.
I don't think so neither. I don't think so.
That's just knowing their relationship and knowing how they get down as long as they've been down, it's just hard for me to believe he's just saying, fuck my cuz. It's got to be some type of motive behind that.
I hope they fix it, man. That's all I know. I hope they fix it.
Well, I wanted to ask this because a part of the deal, I was watching the video, Daz was talking about the situation, and he said when Snoop took over the label, he was left out of the albums and the projects that was going on. So X being in the industry as long as you have, when somebody takes over like the business side of it, when somebody takes over a label, why would they just take out everybody? Like who makes that decision? How does that happen?
And the reason why I believe that decision was probably made because you got to look at Daz, his build up legally to now. He's been fighting to get his rights back in his publishing since those days. So now you get in a whole new situation. Now you got a family member of his about to take over a company. So you automatically know, that's why I say it got to be some people behind the scenes that's making calls that Snoop is not going, they making these calls.
It's the higher ups.
You get what I'm saying?
It's definitely the higher ups.
It's
the studio execs, because Snoop got his own bag, but at the same time as a company, them folks gonna say, look, we gonna give you this.
Yeah, I mean, they ain't
but
saying,
we need you to get that.
Right. Yeah, but you gotta look. I mean, not saying Snoop don't have 300 million. You get what I'm saying? But if you're gonna acquire a company, whatever they was asking for Death Row, that's a lot of money to come up with.
Hell yeah, no matter how much you got.
Right.
And that's the thing about counting people's pockets. You be like, man, he got it. Hey man, we don't know what a nigga bills is.
Right.
That's what I hate. Like pocket watchers, niggas be like, man, he got all this bread. He dry this. He lived here.
Yeah, you don't
know.
Boy,
you know how much them bills cost?
Right.
So he may make a lot. But he's spending a lot
too
to keep up with the cost of living.
Yeah, man, you got to think, man. The man got, some of these people be having these Bentleys. It should be $5,000 and $6,000, $8,000 a month.
Man,
that's a lot of money.
Even the Bentley. It's it's your house, and like I got just keep up on the house.
Yes.
That's the maintenance on the house.
Upkeep of a house.
Like Rick Ross' yard, I would never want to pay to maintain.
Well, that was one of the things I heard. That was the reason why Vanna got rid of the house. It was the upkeep.
Upkeep, right? Yeah.
The upkeep of the estate. That's what really was costing them.
Hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But to say, like you said, I can't leave my folks out of it. Like I feel like we gotta come up with a plan together, fam. Look, they want me without you. But I ain't gonna do it without you.
I ain't even going in there. We ain't even negotiating. That's non-negotiable. I'm not even going in a business situation where I gotta compromise the people who I built this shit with.
Exactly.
But don't they be back going there though? Say you back. They at a dinner.
What they do?
Bro ain't there. It's just you. You know how they do. They got you there.
Yeah.
At the dinner, and then they throw it out there.
But they
you
throw
like
that out. That's why they always throw the money in the face of the people who they feel will grab it. You get what I'm saying? That shit is nothing but a test. Because everybody ain't gonna stay 100 on the team. That's why I always say everybody has a price, bro. I don't give a fuck who you is. Everybody got a price.
Yeah, and a lot of people do not have integrity when it comes to business. Right. Like they just don't. They just don't. It's me, self.
So just imagine this. And I always say this in business. People always say, "Oh, man, I wouldn't do that." Fuck no. If you never had no money before, and somebody say, "Man, listen, I'm gonna give you $2 million, blah 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 blah. I just need you to do some." You gonna sit there and go, "Nah, I can't do that."
Right. You don't know what you gonna say.
You in that particular time, somebody offer you $2 million and say, "Hey man, I'm gonna need you to do some."
Depends on what it is.
Oh yeah, of course it depends.
I mean,
that's how Diddy was getting. That's how Diddy was getting folks. That's how you get Diddy being. That's my guy.
Okay, well let's talk about that. Even when you talk about that.
That's how you end up a victim in the documentary.
When I watched the documentary, just to that point. When I watched the documentary, the young lady Babs, she said, well, when we finished the competition, they gave us a stack of papers. She said, and they want us to sign them within 24 hours. I took those papers to my lawyer. My lawyer looked at those papers, and he came back and told me, after looking at all the papers they gave us, he said the stack of papers was like this. He said they're not promising you fortune, they're promising you fame. She still signed the paper.
Listen.
So now, all I'm saying is, where do you hold? Who's the victim at? Where's the problem at?
Right?
Who do you accuse of being the problem at that point?
Yeah, you got to be responsible for yourself. Yeah. But okay, so here's a question too. It's not even to y'all. It's really to the audience and just the general public. Like, do you value fame more than you value money? Because a lot of people want to be famous. They not even think about the money.
Listen, me being hood famous, I don't want to be. Just give me the money and just let me. I've seen it just being even with people that I know that's kind of famous with my NFL homeboys, right? Yeah, you got some, he could be popping. Then you got another one that was popping, but he ain't popping. If you understand what I'm saying. He keep it low. And it's just like, okay. Because when you get famous, you get a whole bunch of extra. You don't even want to read about it.
But listen,
you know what I'm saying?
That's a whole nother conversation.
Yes, the bullshit come with it. Big told us more money, more problems. Nigga, like fame is a bad thing.
But ask yourself this, and then we was talking about this yesterday with a couple of homeboys. Okay, everybody want to be rich, right? Mm-hmm. And it's all based on materialistic shit anyway. You know what I'm saying? everybody want to be rich. Everybody want to wear all this.
It's about being comfortable.
Well, I mean, even if you say comfortable, what is comfort?
Making sure your house is paid, like whatever you got right now. Like you said, you ain't got to have the 30,000 square acres.
You can maintain what you got.
But if you got a cool house for you and your family, right? The cool car. It ain't got to be the Bentley. You can have the little Escalade. Porsche, cool.
That ain't enough for some people. But some people feel like rich is having all the materialistic things that comes with being what so-called rich is.
So do I. That's a bad mindset to have, and that's why they make dumb decisions.
Yeah. Right, but what I'm saying is, well, when you think about that, when you really think about being rich is just really acquiring all the materialistic shit. If you rich when you woke up.
Exactly. You got people that love you. You healthy.
Yeah, you got family. You got family that love you. You rich when you woke up. It's all about your interpretation of what rich is. Mm-hmm. Most people's interpretation of rich is having materialistic things.
Yeah,
things that they can't afford.
Yep.
That's why these companies like the Louis Vuittons, the Gucci's, all these companies thrive. That's why they thrive, because that's what we call luxury. Is just we buy into the whole propaganda of being rich.
Those people signing bad deals because they want the fame.
He didn't hold them at gunpoint to sign these deals.
No,
that's why I'm saying, who do you blame?
You got to blame the person who signed the deal.
She said that and said it out her mouth. My attorney came back and said, yo, this ain't coming with fortune. It's coming with fame. She decided to take the fame.
Yeah.
Exactly. It just so you already know, and you took it to the lawyer.
Yeah, she did the right thing. Right. At least she did that.
You did that.
Because a lot of them don't even do that.
So like how, once again, on the Diddy thing, right? I ain't gonna never blame my boy because he ain't put nail gun to nobody's head and told nobody to do nothing. Y'all already know what Diddy on. You know what he about, right?
It wasn't no secret.
It wasn't no secret.
It was never a secret.
So if you just go along with it, you went along with it. That's on you. Like I said, you talking about give me $2 million. That's what Diddy said. I'm gonna give you $2 million. You at this party, come in this room with me and party. You see what Fab did, man. Man. You know we party, yeah. But I ain't finna party with you like that, man. No, not for no $2 million. No, not for no millions. No, bro, just But
Fab didn't handle that smooth.
Yeah, I know. So you can't let him he'll swindle you like that. Like you said, they'll throw the money at you.
Yeah.
I almost said something about somebody, that's my player partner, but he got a picture of him in between two people. And I ain't like that, B. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
You know, the money will get you, so you just can't take, like you said, integrity, right?
Yeah, you gotta have integrity, man.
Denzel Washington said it, you don't take all the roles.
Right.
You don't take you go and audition for these roles, right? So you know what you signing up for when you go do it.
Right.
So I ain't never be like tripping on folks when they be like, he signed, what he did? He signed what? He signed a bad deal. Hey, boy, they got lawyers, boy. You better read it again. Read it. Look, all that stuff, you're supposed to read when you on the toilet in the morning, getting your business together. Let me read all these papers.
But let's go back to this. And this is another thing I was going. 9 times out of 10, even though the attorney she probably had was appointed through Bad Boy.
Bad Boy, exactly.
You get what I'm saying?
So that's the oldest trick in the book.
You're supposed to go to somebody
else. What I'm saying?
That's the oldest trick in the book, especially back in that time.
You know what I'm saying? So that's the only.
Because you don't know, they're gonna tell you, I got a lawyer for you.
Listen,
and they're gonna shoot you their lawyer.
Well, they already know you don't know.
Even if you go somewhere else, this is what people don't think about too, with lawyers and accountants. Yo, these niggas went to school together. They in the same fraternities. Right. So even if you go to somebody that you think a label don't know, man, that lawyer still be doing lunch with the other lawyers.
This is the one thing that people don't understand. I ain't mean to cut you off. This is what people don't understand. The judge and the lawyer, they all a part of the bar association.
Right.
They all a part of the same team.
Same team, bro. Same team. This is how life fuck you up, bro. You know everything's against you. Everything.
So it's like when I see, like, okay, that's why they always say money can get you out of certain things. Depending on the relationship between the judge and the attorney, you can. You know what I'm saying? Depending on the charge or whatever it is, if you got it. That's why Puffy felt like how he felt. So his ego was so big, he felt like his money could buy him out of anything.
That's why he filmed his whole court case, because he thought he was going to get out.
Yeah, I mean, you know, when you got, and this is what I think a lot of times, even when I'm looking at the Puffy shit, I just think a lot of people just don't understand the type of money he has. You know what I'm saying? And we was kidding right before the show. We was just talking about he got Daddy Warbucks type money.
For real. You know like go to the war chest.
Like, when we watched Annie and we looked at Daddy Warbucks, we never thought we would know a black guy that had that type of money. He's that guy.
Yeah.
And he's been getting money the whole time we've been hearing about him.
Yeah.
The whole time.
Right. He's never, I mean, like my man said on it, he said one time, I think he was joking with me and he showed me a check for $60 million. Who does that? I know some millionaires, but I've never known somebody to show me, jokingly, show me a $60 million check.
And that's probably just one deal.
You get what I'm saying? So just think of the kind of money he's playing with. Like even when 50's doing this now, that's why today he put out, dude sent him some flowers.
I seen that.
And that was like a gangster move.
That is gangster.
You know what I'm saying?
Gangster move, though.
What?
That is a gangster.
That was like I'm sending you a message, homie.
Yeah.
Chill out.
But they picked the right one. Because 50 don't give...
He said 90s grimy.
Yo, listen, bro, and I fucking love 50, bro. I love this nigga. He's so fucked up, but I just get it. You know what I'm saying? Like if I don't like a nigga, bro, I'm like that because I'm so cool. But I don't think nobody petty as him. Like it's like 2-3 niggas that like I would not fuck with. 50, Cameron, it's niggas like that. Like they don't.
That's
let
another nigga
shit
though, that
go.
you can say that you would say that's what you call Daddy Warbucks.
Yeah,
50. Look what he be doing.
That too. He got.
Soon as you heard he could get that Diddy documentary, he go buy it. Oh yeah.
He was number 1 on Netflix.
And that was the thing we said. Like
number 1, he beat Stranger Things.
I'm gonna buy your shit.
Yeah, but that's the thing about. But that's the thing. Like even with the footage that he had in the movie, like you got to understand, Puffy didn't pay that guy.
Nope.
So dude just went and said, "Hey, he probably said I'll give you $1 million for what you got right now.
There you go.
What's your bank account?"
Exactly.
You see what I'm
and a nigga already mad at Puff anyway. And you mad at somebody who owe you money anyway. So
you see what I'm saying? So
yeah, fuck that.
So the young dude who probably was filmed, that probably never got paid for all the days he was there. If he did, he probably got an initial payment to start. You get what I'm saying?
You know how
and from then, he probably ain't got nothing since then.
How much money he owe you, B?
I'll double it.
I don't like that nigga no way. Hey, I'm gonna double it. Cash him out. Send the cash out to him right now.
Yeah, send one of them power checks.
Send the cash out to him right now.
Send one of them power season 1 checks to that nigga.
But when you think about it, man, it just made me think about it. It made me think about this though, bro. Like it really made me think about the type of money they playing with. Like when my man said, "I'm gonna just send her 50,000 to just woo her." Like I just want her to feel me with this 50,000.
Who said that? Puff.
Puff. He sent a girl in Atlanta that was dating Suge Knight or somebody 50,000 just because he just wanted her to know that he was the man.
That's gonna work 100% of the time.
What? That's gonna work
100% of the time. 50 G to a bit.
Any female
that get 50 G's.
Race.
But they getting that now though. But look,
she gone.
But that was the start. Like I really think he was the start of like this whole
tricking.
Yeah, man. Like but
he was tricking if he got it.
But he was behind the cool thing about the 90s, it was like behind the scene tricking.
Nobody
like you was never on surface.
Yep. When
they came with that song, it ain't no tricking when you got it. That's when all your surface tricks came.
Yeah. They was like, oh, we been tricking.
Hey, we been doing this. Hey, we been selling money.
That's my boys. Y'all fucked the game up with that song, man. Oh my God.
Because before that, everybody was tricking behind the scenes. Nobody knew. Blah blah blah. Now it's like, yeah, I'm a trick.
Yeah, because it really was lame to be a trick. You like, come on, nigga, you spending money on them hoes, you bitch ass.
That's why I said it was behind the scenes.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Still is. Lame ass nigga. If you can't talk
I thought we was gonna make Atlanta great again. What happened?
Man, look,
make Atlanta player again.
Make Atlanta player again.
What we gonna do,
This
man?
is the home of the players' ball, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like you say, Buddy don't talk about 50 throw 50,000 just a wow.
Yeah, just a wow.
So. Now, and then she may not even be all that. That's how they be getting this super boost false confidence.
Boy.
You know what I'm saying? So then you get the GDs. I ain't gonna say nothing, not gang affiliate. I'm just gonna say, if you know who GD is, the lady, that's all I'm gonna say. Okay?
Right.
That's how they get blowed up.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He's just doing it for the hell of it, because he can. You know what I'm saying? They don't mean nothing to him.
Right.
But they don't value that. They just like, oh.
Especially when you just got an $8 million check.
Nothing.
He just got an $8 million check. He had
who did?
Puff. He had just got the deal with the Bad Boy deal. So they had and dude was like, take 50 out of the company money, give her 50,000.
It's a write off.
Out the company money.
Business trip.
Yeah.
These ain't personal. This ain't
This ain't costing. This really ain't costing me nothing.
That was studio time.
Yeah.
Studio time was high as shit in the 90s.
Listen, your deal back then was $250. Your basic record deal back then, if you got signed, was maybe $250. That was your recording.
But that's the thing what y'all was saying about the documentary, right? Because Diddy was buying all these niggas bitches.
He had everybody bitch.
Ain't that what you said? That's why 50.
That's what niggas meant. Because he had 50 baby mom.
But he had turned her out though.
He did,
and that's why 50's mad.
That's what I'm trying to say.
And I would be mad too. I don't even care if I ain't with her no more.
But hold on, make it.
Don't hate the player,
again,
hate
right?
the game.
This is what I'm understanding. Now help me understand. Now as the player, right?
Here we go.
As the player, even though she's your baby mom's, right? If y'all ain't together, y'all ain't even been rocking together, and she gets slutted out by somebody else. To me, I'm laughing.
But they was apparently at some point friends.
Who, him and Fifth?
Yeah, I mean, even though they act like they've been beefing the whole time,
I don't think so.
At some point they had some type of they was cool at some point.
I don't think they was never cool. Not the way 50 be talking. He said he never liked Puff ever since Puff back in the day said, "Let me take you shopping." And Fifth was like,
he did say that.
I ain't no bitch. You ain't taking me shopping, nigga.
He did say
that. I felt Fifth on that.
Yeah, I felt
That's why I say I like Fifth.
See, now once again, it goes back to the integrity,
shopping.
right? When we were talking about integrity, right? What he said, and this 50. Diddy came at 50 like, nigga, let me take you shopping. What? And this 50 Cent, nigga.
Right.
Let me take you shopping.
90s grimy 50 Cent.
Right. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, if 50 was like, nah, nigga, right, real nigga gonna stand on real business.
But just imagine. Okay, well, think about this. Let's think about it like this. All right.
Okay.
Think about it like this. That was 50. What about the nigga that didn't have the money like 50? He said, hey man, let me take you shopping.
There's a bunch of niggas he took shopping. I think he
Think
took.
about all the other, like it's a bunch of grown ass men that's in the industry right now.
I don't want
that
to
he
say his
took
name.
50, that he took shopping. That ain't saying nothing now. 50 was, hey, he had the voice to go, nah, nigga, I ain't with that shit. Think about how many grown niggas you know right now that he took shopping.
Where's French Montana, guys?
Man,
French hit a lick, man. Come on, man. French is a go. I understand where you going, but if we're going to go to French,
I just asked the question.
He got the billionaire chick, right? He married the billionaire chick,
Hold
right?
up, man. I'm going to just say that. I'm going to say this.
Tell me what
this is
all I know, he got a billionaire
This is on
chick.
me right here. This on me.
Okay, say less.
I seen a video where that man woke up, sitting on the table.
Who woke up?
French Montana and Puffy woke up in the room together. I don't know if you ever seen that video. French was sitting down and it like they had just came out the room and blah, blah, blah. French was sitting at the table and they looked like they had just had relations, bro. I can never look past that. They looked like they was lovers more than they were business associates.
I never seen that.
So I never seen that. See, that be the
I'm
thing.
glad
Like
I didn't
you said,
see
we don't, real nigga, I don't want to see that, B.
I don't want to see
I don't want to see that, B. So I try, you know, if it come across my timeline, I ain't even going, I might, yeah. You feel me?
I just never seen that relationship between them as an artist
But I
and
understand what
an
you're saying,
executive.
though.
I never seen the relationship between them like that. I just always seen that type of relationship.
Shit is crazy, bro. It's a wild world, bro. Because you would never put, like, I don't know if y'all remember, like, French Montana is like the super street nigga, like, from the Bronx. Like, I don't know if y'all remember that French Montana. See, you don't know Max B, right?
No,
so we can talk about Max.
I
came up together.
I was like in French Montana when he was fucking with Deb. See, he was down here in Atlanta fucking with Deb. I've been knowing who French Montana is. Like, he was down with the whole Gucci and all them back in the day.
Exactly.
I can't think of her.
Mosaic.
Yep. So I've been knowing French for a long time. That's why I said that relationship just looked strange to me because I always knew him to be a real nigga. So when I seen them together, it just didn't penetrate to me. You know, I was like, I didn't get it.
Something penetrate. Oh, never mind. We ain't gonna do that.
Hey, to the left.
I just hope. You don't know what people be doing, man. And you can't put nothing past a nigga. Like, especially like
who had the tape of that though? Whole pause.
I don't know what that was on.
When we get done today, we're gonna look for it. It is.
Who has the tape? How did you even know that somebody recorded that? How did you?
No, but they say Puff records 24/7.
Yeah.
Like, he has cameramen 24/7. Roger Bonds was saying it the other day because somebody was asking. So Raj was his head of security back in the day.
Okay.
And he was saying, because people was like, how did 50 get all this footage for the documentary? He didn't pay the cameraman. But Roger was saying the cameraman was there 24/7 all the time. All the time. He said Puff filmed everything. So there's probably a lot of footage.
Yeah,
why the feds, that's the conspiracy theory. That's why the feds raided his house before they got him, because they wanted all the footage, because he got footage of mad people. Like all kind of people in compromising situations and shit. All kind of people.
Yeah, that's why. That was one of the main reasons why I watched it, because they kept saying, "Oh, he got this footage. They got this footage." I'm thinking they done let some of the Fed footage go, so I'm like, I want to see the whole. And once you start watching
They're not getting that.
You locked in.
Yeah.
Once you start watching it, 1 hour of it, you locked in, and you're gonna watch all four of it.
And I didn't want to watch it because I fuck with Puff, and I just don't want to not like him. But I know he was doing all this shit anyway.
But that's what I was telling you. Everybody keeps saying like, "Yo, this is gonna really kill his character." And kill. Yeah, it is. It's gonna damage him for a minute. He's gonna have to rebuild himself. But I think after he do his jail time, he do everything he got to do. People just love this type of story, a comeback story. You get what I'm saying? Like, and I think after he comes out of jail, he's gonna have a whole different mindset.
But this is not new information. If you've been outside, we been knew Puff was a gangster. We've been knew he fucked dudes.
And that's why when they kept saying
new.
when Netflix was coming with the cease and desist order, I already knew they weren't gonna get a cease and desist, because as I watched it, I was like, it's nothing in this documentary that hadn't already been out.
Exactly.
There's nothing in the documentary that hadn't been said.
We've been hearing this shit forever.
Right. He had something to do with Tupac. He had something to do with Biggie. All this shit been out for years. So nothing that they just put pictures and dates and really gave you a roadmap to what their theory was of how everything happened. You know what I'm saying? So, that's why I said, even with 50 being involved, they say 50 did it more so because he was being petty, he was mad. But if you look at it, it's a great story. If I was a guy that was doing business and I had the opportunity to do a Sean Puffy Combs movie like this, shit, I would jump at it.
Yeah, and it's a gold mine. And again,
because go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say one thing that I really like about 50. 50 when he does things, they be good as hell. Like it's top notch, top of the line. Like I can tell, I ain't even see it, but I just know how he moved. It ain't like no smut piece. Like he hired the best people to make a documentary who make documentaries to do this. It wasn't just like, man, let me just grab some clips and just shit on this nigga. Like everything he do is the highest quality. Like 50 don't do like the Tubi shit. That's why I respect him. Like anything if he put his name on that shit, I'm probably gonna watch that shit. And it's probably gonna be super good.
It's always premium shit. You know
for sure.
Top tier. You know what I mean? For sure.
You mentioned Tupac. You mentioned Tupac. What about the Tupac situation? You think is there something to that, or you think there's nothing to that?
I personally don't.
I mean, after watching it, and this is what I'm telling you, if you're speaking on the Tupac situation, it gives you everything to think he had something to do with it. If you go by the theory of follow the money,
right? But Keith been saying that.
But if you follow the money, it points directly to him. If you follow the money,
right?
But if you follow the money, I'm pretty sure the detectives and everybody behind the scenes is going like, okay, we followed the money. Okay, but we might not have seen what everybody else is seeing, because I'm pretty sure if they followed the money and it definitely went back to him, he would have been in jail.
They would have been locked him up.
Right.
That's number one. Number two, all right, here's my theory. My theory is he probably did put the hit out on Pac. I just think the nigga beat him to it because Pac whooped that dude ass you can't whoop a nigga ass like that, a gangbanger in his city, and he don't kill you the same night. So I think Puff probably did have something in motion, but Pac got killed before that.
It's crazy that the guy this is why I say when you watch it, it's crazy because the guy who asked they beat up, which was Orlando, yeah. He was the cousin of Keefe D. That was his cousin, and they had just snatched the chain. They had snatched the chain of somebody. Yep. That's what really started the whole thing.
Right.
But that was a coincidence in itself that would be his cousin. And then for Keefe D to come out and say what he said, that just gave you everything that you needed to know at that point.
But why they ain't lock Puff up for that?
That's what I'm saying.
There's a reason.
It's got to be something there. You know what I mean? It's an underlying, something is missing there. You know what I'm saying?
We ain't never gonna know.
Yeah. I don't give a fuck though, to be honest.
Me neither. Yo, that's real shit. I don't give a fuck either, man. It is what it is, man. Like,
I mean, I talk about it, man, but to be honest, bro, like, they living in a whole different world. I live in a real world where, like, that sucker shit, all that is like, that's not dudes with integrity, and I think we've given too much light to them type of dudes. You know what I'm saying? Dudes who really doing real shit, we give them no light. None. People that's really moving the culture forward, really trying to see us as black people progress. You never see them people on no platform.
Nope.
You always hear about them on a lesser platform, on a lower tier of appreciation, opposed to you always see, if it's somebody out here, and I hate the media side of this, anytime we do anything bad, especially from a hip-hop perspective, we're always put on the highest spotlight you could possibly get an entertainer on. You hit every tier of it, from CNN to the local news to everything they could possibly tear you down, and they can tear the hip hop culture and our culture down. They put us on it.
Yeah, because perfect example of that. I agree with you 1,000,000%. Because we talking about 50 made this documentary, right?
Right.
So now I saw him. He was on like the news, like the morning news, like the NBC, all that shit. Because this is negative. Right. But when he went to Shreveport and built that big ass studio,
they didn't put him on Good Morning America then.
None of them platforms.
Is there any people like that or any other situation that we can bring light to that too? Like right now, like you said, I didn't know nothing about that. But is there any people that we can even highlight right now? That any names that we got that can mention?
Cat Williams. So Cat Williams also built a film studio in Alabama. He bought some land and he's building a big film studio in Alabama. Niggas ain't talking about that to do independent films and put comedians.
Now, see, stuff like that is great. You know what I'm saying? But like y'all said, they don't put that on the news.
Right.
I don't even watch the news because like they ain't got never nothing good to say.
Yeah, that's a
you
fact.
feel me?
And when they don't have nothing good to say, then your next form of news is your internet news. And all your internet news is just gossip.
It's ratchet catching.
And negativity. Ratchet catching.
Ratchet, and they gonna catch it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's
Chatty patty all day.
And that's what we try not to be. That's why I don't really like podcasts for real. I'm like, it's like a struggle because you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't like gossip and shit.
That's why we go through that every week. I be like, man, hold on, we've been talking about that too long.
Yeah, like fuck that shit.
Fuck that. You know
but I feel like our takes are a little bit different because we always do try to spin it into the logic and into the positive. We try to.
Yeah, we try to, but I mean, ratchet is ratchet. You can't clean ratchet up. It's just ratchet.
Yeah, just because you post syrup on shit, don't make it pancakes.
Like,
that's for
correct me
sure.
if I'm wrong. Then Gunna got like a football team or something he was doing. Cause I seen him on a commercial he did. But I think he was doing something like a football team. But I'm pretty sure like some of them boys got to be out here doing something like. I do want to highlight some of the folks.
I'm cool with us being. I think as far as the last 10, 15 years, as far as in rap, I think we've established the fact that we can all be entrepreneurs. I think that's done. I think now we at a point in the culture now as far as hip hop and some of the damage that hip hop has done. We got to start, those entertainers that got the money, that really are receiving the type of money that can make a difference in our communities, they got to come back and they got to build these buildings that they can safe haven these kids from. They got to go build a new YMCA. If it ain't called a YMCA, it could be called a Gunna Center. It could be called a Thug Center. Yeah. It could be called whatever. But we got to be the safe haven, and we got to be responsible for what's going on in the community. We can't take millions and millions of dollars and throw it at a coat drive, or we throwing it at giving away turkeys and that shit. That's a temporary Band-Aid. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Right now, you're going through probably one of the worst economic situations you ever seen in the history of America. You get what I'm saying? So in a little while, we're not really feeling the effects of it. But just imagine how many people out here really hungry right now. We blessed because we're in a situation where we're able to make money and we're able to do certain things, being that we are entrepreneurs. But at the same time, we ain't making the type of money that we can make a difference in the community to where you got people that's making $100,000, $200,000 every fucking hour.
Yeah.
So some of our brothers that just got in trouble, I don't want to mention no names, but you know, some of our local rap brothers that have gotten in trouble, I don't know if anybody out there have heard, they ain't doing nothing to try to fix their face in the community, like to go, like, okay, I would, if I'm so-and-so, I would, you know, find some kids at Douglas High School or, you know, and see if they're interested in music and put a studio in the classroom.
I mean, but
you
this
know
way, but this all, I mean,
donate that to the school to try to fix my face within the community, since they said I was a community nuisance.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So now, since music is what the kids follow, okay, cool. I'm gonna open up a DJ studio here, make it for the community, right? Funded by me, I'm pretty sure.
But let's do this. Let's even though we giving them, and I not to knock what you're saying, because what you're saying is a great idea, no doubt. But we don't need no more studios. We don't need no more DJs. We need real people making things work that's gonna propel us to the next level. We need guys that's in the tech realm.
Yes.
Right, I dig it, but look.
We need people that are doing more skillful things, AC,
trade, HVAC, plumbers, carpenters,
mechanics,
jobs that AI can't take.
Right. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
As long as we keep pushing DJing and rapping and that shit, we got enough of them. I promise you we do.
No, that's a fact. And I think that's fucked up too, because our people, we always think entertainment is the way out. It's not. Entertainment business is probably the worst business to be in. The most cutthroat, grimy.
But just think about right now. You got a plumber. You got a guy right now in Atlanta. Right now, he's probably living off of West Paces Ferry somewhere. And he owns a plumbing company.
Big dumbass house. I got a homie
big dumb house. Big stupid shit. You get what I'm saying?
He's an electrician. He owns an electrician company. He has electricians that work under him. He got the stupid bag, and he's always has business.
And he's always working. And you know why? Because those are. I always look at it like this, and this is just my theory how I think as an entrepreneur. I want to do things that I know people are gonna need every day. That's how you make money. Yep. If you get a business where people is coming to buy something or do something from you every day, you won. God forbid if you could get them to buy it while you're in your sleep.
Right.
Right.
I'm definitely with that too. Like I was just using the studio stuff just for an example. to use because that's what field they were in. And just to even make a good look in the community.
Right.
Bam. You know what I'm saying? Do that. Like you said, the kids don't go outside no more. Maybe they could bring it back a boys club. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it could be you only want to use the term, but they probably can't say it could be the slime club. You know what I'm saying?
It could be
the YSL, Young Youth Saves Lives.
Yeah, it could be.
You know what I'm saying? Change the acronym to something good.
Positive.
That way you got your good face in the community since they said it was a bad thing. No, youth saving lives. That's what we doing.
But the
you
money.
Put a little, I know they got 100,000 within there.
Let's think about it like this.
To do that.
Let's think about it like this. The money that we see these guys blow in jewelry, weed,
strip clubs.
I seen them throw it in Magic Monday, man.
Listen, this is what I'm saying. Listen to what I'm saying. That's a lot of land. We ain't even talking about us 100,000, 200,000, just probably put a building up.
Right.
Just think of how many people now you done built a building that you can employ. How you just served your community. That money you just spent in the club, that served only that person who you gave it to. And probably not going to even filter back into our community.
Right. It's not going to.
You want me to tell you why? Because that person who you gave it to want to fulfill the propaganda of being rich. She's going to go give it to Gucci. They're going to go give it to Louis Vuitton.
The Asians at the nail shop.
Thank you.
The people selling
what
the
I'm
weave.
saying. That money only lasts in our community for like that. And then it's out
of our community.
That's
how the gentrification is done.
And that's why
now they be like, they're not going to buy back their hood.
No, why would they?
Just buy it.
So, okay.
And fix it up.
Atlanta's over with.
Run them out of here.
For us, they pushed us out. Like, can we even keep our foothold in Atlanta?
But when you look at that, when you say they pushed us out, did they push us out or did our politicians that we put in office push us out?
It's both. It's a combination of things.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Those are conversations that we don't want to have because at the same time they building these buildings, did anybody think that, hey, the majority of the black people that's living in Atlanta can't afford $2,200 a month rent?
Exactly.
Okay.
They're pushing us out. And these are not even these are big corporations.
Right.
Big corporations. So we can't compete with that.
Correct. Now, help me if I'm wrong. Anybody know, y'all ears is word to the street, but if I'm right or wrong, didn't Rollo buy his
Oh, man, Rollo, that whole, I forget what he called that over there.
Sure did.
I forget what he called that.
I can respect that.
Exactly.
And now he can make the rent affordable for his people in the neighborhood.
But that's what I'm saying.
And kept it clean and kept it. Now you hire somebody that's been living there for a long time. You the community person.
Yes.
Y'all got to keep it clean over here.
Yep.
But you ain't got to report
Pakistan.
Pakistan.
That's what he called it.
Okay.
Pakistan. That's what he called it. I couldn't think of what he called it.
That's a great example.
I can respect that. You feel me? Like, I'm going to go buy. Like, I seen Kodak. He did that. I don't think on either a holiday or something. He went and paid his whole neighborhood where he grew up in. He paid everybody rent for 3 months.
Yeah, see, I love that.
You know what I'm saying? And you can, and with all the taxes and stuff that way they spend the money and stuff,
now they got the new laws. Now you can get that money back. Like they got new laws and that things. Where,
so that's that would be my donation. Like, okay, if I throw 10 in the club this Monday, I got to take that same 10 and go buy some property somewhere.
Yeah, go match it and do something good with it.
And do something good with it.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Sure. That should be a challenge to all of us, man. For real.
Because you got to think about it like
because like you said, the whole Born Homes is gone, right?
Right.
So if we just want to make the hood look good, right? You could still make it a what they call it, assisted living housing.
Right.
They still eat off of that, right?
Absolutely.
Just rebuild Born Homes again, but cleaner. It ain't like it. Y'all already got all the bad stuff out of there, right? So now we're gonna rebuild our hood in the way we wanted, how it should look. It's still our hood.
I get you.
You know what I'm saying?
But I get you.
Because the white folks, they gonna come in there and buy it up and put a mill, what's the apartment complex, a millie?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Or they gonna put a Lincoln Trace or something on top of it. Now they gonna run y'all up out of there.
Yep.
But just think about it like this: when you look at Edgewood, Edgewood set in the middle of a black community, right behind Auburn Avenue. All of those businesses that's on Edgewood should have been owned by black entrepreneurs. If it went from a rapper, every business on Edgewood should have been owned by a black rapper or some type of black entrepreneur. You go down Edgewood right now, you probably have maybe 4 or 5 people that own businesses on that strip.
Yeah.
But into the street too, they say Jeezy owns a lot of property out here. I don't know how kind of landlord he is.
And that's the other side of it. We don't know what these people own.
Right. Shaq say he own a lot of stuff out here.
Nigga, Tip own a lot of shit.
Tip on a lot of shit. So you know that, yeah.
Killer Mike getting his feet wet.
Okay.
Yeah. So they doing it.
Yeah.
So
they doing it.
let me ask. So obviously it is happening. Actually, Ray J talked about this. You know, he talked about the antics and all the stuff he be doing on social media, and said, but people don't really know about, you know, his Willie, foundation.
Norwood Jr., man.
Yeah, Willie Norwood Jr. Foundation and the work he does in the community.
So that's the same as Charleston White. Like, yo, bro, that's a character. And that's why I feel like he's still able to walk around, because he says the most terrible, outlandish shit, but I've also heard him say out of his mouth, I just do this to get attention. But people who know me in Dallas and all this shit, he's been an activist in his community, hands-on for decades.
And you can't touch nobody that's for the kids. Period.
Decades.
That's why he talk like he talk. That's when I laugh at him too. Yeah, people take him, some folks take him serious. Some folks you gotta take him.
He be crossing the line though.
But look,
he be crossing the line.
Like he said, when I was talking all articulate, people weren't taking me serious.
Right.
So I started talking crazy, and now look.
But when we say, and I ain't saying this in Charles' defense, because sometimes like I'm like you, sometimes I do think he take it too far. But a lot of times when you saying he's taking it too far, is he really just speaking reality that we don't want to accept?
Yeah.
Okay, I say 90% of it. But then there's times you cross, like you can't say.
I mean, we talk about kid, baby, like yeah.
You can't say fuck dead people. You can't say fuck people kids and their mama.
Yeah. Like that.
Like nigga.
Hold on.
This how you get killed, bro.
Shout out to Charles White. Charles White, I don't like nobody. I don't like black people. I don't like white people. I don't like Mexicans. I don't like Negroes.
Roaches,
I don't like niggas.
spiders.
Roaches. He said I don't like nobody. So he tell you right then he ain't picking.
But you can't disrespect the dead.
I gotta get Charleston on the show.
Bro, that nigga. No, he's charging. We got to get a sponsor. We need sponsors. We get
Charles, before we get you on the show, we need a sponsor.
Man, we outside. Come holler at us, man. Hey, listen. I've been called the Charleston White of a group me before.
Okay.
So I understand.
Keeping it real. Keeping it too real.
Yeah, man. They don't like it when you say what you say.
But that's why I say I don't think he's saying outlandish shit. I think he's
sometimes
saying,
he do.
I mean, yeah. When
but
he
it's
say,
for the.
But sometimes when he say something, is we don't want to face that reality. But that's
he's
what
not
it
wrong.
is.
He's not wrong with a lot of that shit.
Some of that shit he say he be dead on. He be right on point.
That's why I said 90%. I do agree with. The only things I don't agree with.
Yeah, when he doing the kids.
Kids and dead people. You can't say.
What he be saying about the kids?
Man, he be saying fuck Nipsey Hussle. Fuck these niggas. Fuck such and such. Fuck your kids. Fuck your mama.
I don't agree with why he says it, but do you know what he says when he says it?
What?
Because he be like, and Nipsey wasn't on that. Nipsey hadn't changed, but you know how he be like, some of those folks, they was promoting bad.
No, I get that. But you don't say fuck a dead nigga. You was at the funeral.
Then you don't talk about people's kids. Like that's to me. Like I don't care how the beef go.
Leave the kids out of it.
We leave the kids out of it. Period.
Remember, Tim was mad at him because he was talking about.
Man.
Well, I didn't agree with it. I'm like, why are you beefing with the kid, man? Leave that man out. He ain't supposed to be talking.
He crazy, man.
Oh, yeah.
Charleston crazy, but whatever he does in real life, the moral is though, all that shenanigans and shit. They said that man really do be for the community and has done a lot for the community a long time. I've seen footage of him like at city council meetings.
City council meetings, all that, yeah. But that's what we got. Listen, that's all I'm saying. At one point, that used to be a thing for us in our communities.
Yeah.
We don't do that no more. Like right now.
Because there ain't no money in it. See, Charleston, like you said, once again, to what you said Charleston did, he's a character for the money. But he an activist for real.
Anything that your city government does is money attached to it. And if you don't go down and vent your voice about it, they can do whatever they want to do. That's really why he be at those type of meetings. You know what I'm saying? But we don't have any activists right now that's doing that. That's why these people do whatever the hell they want to do.
Yeah, there's no checks and balances. Nobody speaking for. I know Killer Mike does. Shout out to him again. Like I know he tries to get involved with a lot of things.
Yeah, but he can't. But he's one person. More. Yeah, we need more. You know what I'm saying? Not to say that he's not enough. We just need more. You know what I'm saying?
But we're not even taught that. Like, our parents didn't teach us. I know mine, they don't teach us about politics and go to your city councilman, your local things and all that.
Well, I ain't going to say in Atlanta, because this is a civil rights city.
Yeah.
In our schools, it was stayed in our face.
So where's the follow-up then, if you're taught that?
I just think as we got a piece of the pie, people just became, they complacent. Everybody's happy with where we at right now. I don't think nobody's trying to push the needle forward. I think in the people that do, they are trying to push the needle forward. We can't get enough people behind them to support it to get the needle moved.
So let me ask you this then, and I've been wondering this question for a long time. Do you think this generation will ever have another real activist?
No. We already it's no integrity. Activists started, people believed in Martin Luther King's integrity. So they followed him. Who do you believe in now? Who has that integrity that you as a grown man will go, I'll go walk in the rain for the right thing and I'll get behind him. I'll stand behind him.
Get bit by a dog.
Yeah, I mean, you don't see it. Like, I love Rizza Islam, though.
Like, and when you start thinking about, okay, let's say Rizza Islam, let's go, your other activist you will have is a Dr. Umar. Would you go walk behind, would you do a Million Man March for Dr. Umar?
No, because we still waiting on him to build that school. You know what I'm saying? Where the school at, Doc? Come on, man. Like, you talk about the snow bunnies. Where's the school, bruh? So that's the thing, too. Like, you get these niggas that's loud, and you might start, you're like, oh, I like what he's saying.
But it all comes with a price. Everything is send some money. You know what I'm saying?
Right. He been asking for the money for the school.
Yeah, but everything. And I think
that's not, I mean, he does need money to do a school.
You do need money, but I think once you bring in the money aspect of any type of movement, and it's crazy when you look at a movement like the Black Lives Matter movement, and you see how all of us, that's why when you ask that question, and I said it'll never be that, just think about how everybody got behind the Black Lives Matter movement and to find out it was some bullshit.
Some bullshit.
Right. Some straight up bullshit.
Right. So we can't even trust.
Right. So you can't trust it. So now that's why I say when you look at leadership, how can you move leadership forward when you're gonna always in the back of your mind question if it's real or if it's some bullshit?
So we doomed.
No, we ain't doomed.
We ain't doomed. I never say that.
Because it's folks out here, just like you said, we got to get behind the right thing. You feel me? Too many people, to me, I feel like you got to take the best of the best out of somebody and still take the bad with them. You feel me? So he might, let's just say, he might go to the strip club and smoke weed, but at the end, like Charleston, being 100, yeah, he does say some ridiculous shit, but... He be real too though. People are not gonna get behind Charleston because of what he might put on, but his message and what he actually does is really right. You know what I'm saying?
All of that shit still goes back to what I said. It's about the integrity. The only person that can lead us is the person that's not gonna go in there and take the money.
Right.
I don't give a fuck what they talking about. The person who's gonna lead us cannot go in there and take the check. Because every person that went in there took the check from Jesse Jackson,
Al Sharpton,
everybody took
Al
the check,
Sharpton with the CIA, nigga.
You get what I'm saying? So we got to find a person with enough integrity.
Like you said, Killer Mike, for instance, he already got a check.
Right. But having the check don't matter because they gonna up the check.
Yeah, they're gonna keep presenting.
He already know that. I feel like with Mike coming from where he came from,
COINTELPRO
and his family.
Listen, if you ever go and read COINTELPRO said they're gonna squash us having a black leader at all costs.
Yeah, no matter what.
At all costs, you will never have another Malcolm X.
And look, that's what they did to Mike at the Grammys. They locked him up in front of everybody.
And the reason why I say that, when you look at what's going on now, when you look at Puffy, when you look at the R. Kellys, when you look at those are our new age leaders.
I'm gonna tell you the one that made me mad, Bill Cosby.
Yeah, but
they tore Bill Cosby up, and he was the man.
The whole thing is to tear us down, bro. It's not to build. It's to build you up to tear you down. That's the whole thing.
But correct me if I'm wrong, right? Didn't they lock Mike up at the Grammys?
Mike who?
Killer Mike.
Yeah.
They damn sure did.
Yeah, they built him up to tear him down.
Once again, that was out of all the time.
They could have got him.
They could have got him. And you could have got him at the airport. You couldn't have got him at the restaurant nowhere where he was at. Y'all waited till he got on stage, did what he had to do. Because why? He is one of those people that they do fear because he's very intelligent and he has power to some of those government officials. So we're going to publicly embarrass him in front of people to show him, look, it ain't going to just be that easy for you. Now hold what you got before you get too far ahead now. Hold what you got.
But how they do that is still, even with Killer Mike, and no disrespect to him because I love Killer Mike, they keep the corporate dollar right there at your feet. I always remember that. That's what keeps you locked in. They ain't gonna actually give you the bag. They're gonna give you all the corporate dollars that it take you to move whatever agenda you're trying to move. That's how you buy into the system.
But I don't even think that's happening to him. I just think he just need more help.
Yeah. I mean, but I think Killer Mike is a great voice for our community. I just think, okay, how many of us gonna stand behind him? Because even though you got people that go, I love Killer Mike, you got some niggas going, oh man, nigga this and nigga. See, you always got that.
Always got that.
Yeah. And that voice is always sometimes louder than the voice that we need to actually, it'll overshine.
Yeah, I say that with
Killer Mike is trying to say.
Hate is loud, love is quiet.
Yeah.
Hate is super loud, bro.
Facts.
Super loud. So you got to be a certain type of nigga to even deal with that shit. To even want to deal with it. So you got, damn, man, shout out to my man Los. He tells me this all the time. He like, yo, same thing. He was like, we'll never have it because even if you do get a nigga that's like, fuck it, I'm not going to take the check or nothing. We're going to get behind it. There's still the people that you're trying to uplift and defend be the same niggas that tear you down.
Yeah, bro. Come on, just think about all the good that Malcolm and Martin Luther King did. You still got niggas in the background going, fuck that nigga.
Yes, bro. He cheated on his wife. Slow down, buddy.
Like, you know, in the movie, I always can relate to the movie Belly. If anybody out seen the movie Belly,
it's my shit.
With DMX.
I don't like that shit.
Oh yeah,
I don't like that shit.
I don't like that shit.
But it was how he portrayed him at the end. Remember when X was sent to do the job?
Yes. And they sent homie in there.
And they sent the men there to do it. They done trained him, put you in there, infiltrated him, got him all good. And then, like you said, it was the same one that tried to burn him. But what'd he do, though? Even though he didn't do it, but you got to be wary of that. And I feel like where Mike is in his life, being a celebrity, being, you know, highly educated with the government, I think he will be able to wiggle room it. I just think that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, listen, he's a very intelligent guy. I mean, what you got, but it's like what he's saying. You got to build people around him. And the cold thing about building people around you, that's the part that the government know. That's the weakest part of when you start building around somebody.
They can insert people.
There you go.
Infiltrate.
What's the highest? What would it be if he was to be the city? Would it be the mayor, the senator?
If he was in the city, I think it would be the mayor because they'll probably never have a black governor.
Yeah, not in Georgia. It's still Georgia.
So Killer Mike for
you
mayor?
think in Atlanta? I think
so
Georgia.
Killer Mike for mayor?
Killer Mike for mayor.
Killer Mike for mayor, man.
Big X for mayor.
Hey,
Big X
Killer
for
Mike
mayor.
and Big X for mayor. We gonna pit both of them on the ballots, man. You know what I'm saying, Mike? For real though, man. Hey, we need a real Atlanta representative, man. And you know what I'm saying? They even just help fix the city. And like you said, I think since we have the platform to do it, I just think if people would even take note to listen to Mike.
Yeah, and then he
has the respect. Like we know he would speak for the city. He is the city, and from both sides of the spectrum. You know what I'm saying? So. Yeah, like we could put a movement together like that, man. Killer Mike for mayor. Hey, we like the guy you got now too, but you know, he got a little bit more street than you, sir. You know what I'm saying? We need a guy that can really represent the people.
Yeah, because they ain't gonna let Drake come back anyway.
Well, he done after this.
Yeah, it's after it's over.
Oh, okay,
He's done after this.
Yeah.
But the great thing I like about what Drake did, man, that a lot of mayors didn't do. He really took his time. He took a lot of time with the homeless. He really tried to get the homeless, and I know people gonna give me hell for saying this. He did that because of FIFA, but hey man, he giving the homeless a place to stay. I don't care if he had to do it for whoever was coming to the city. If you can get homeless people off the street, that's the best. That's the best mayor in my mind I could possibly think of.
Well, yeah, because that went under the radar too. We was gonna talk. Well, I was gonna bring that up before, but there's a lot of stories that I read about like these people, like the homeless people were getting killed, like bulldozed over when the construction companies was like building the buildings and shit, like where they were staying.
Yeah.
They wasn't like waking them up and telling them move. They was
they had
murdering them.
They had the one guy got killed out there.
Yes, bro. They were dying like from the equipment and bulldozing and all that shit, man. Like it's fucked up. It's fucked up. And it's about to be no middle class. So there's gonna be a lot more homeless people there.
See, that's the thing I was saying. I've always been about, like you were saying with that homelessness, right? Is some of those old hotels, some of those dilapidated buildings, right? Somebody just buy them, you know what I'm saying, and turn them into shelters.
The city could do it. I mean, you got the city.
But they don't want. But see, that's again, is that the city not wanting to do it? Is them not giving the?
Well, you got a whole jail sitting right here behind us. It's empty. What are you talking about? They can put homeless. Don't care where they stay. They just want a roof over their head.
Right, somewhere warm to be.
You see what I'm saying? You got homeless people that was going to jail anyway just to stay warm.
And get a meal. Get a meal.
You got a whole jail sitting there on Garnett Street empty.
And what are they doing? Nothing.
Nothing.
Nah, I've been locked up in there. They'll lock you up in there, but that jail too nice. To be honest with you, they don't want to lock you up in there.
Even when I think about that, like
and no jail is nice.
Like they got the overcrowding, they got all the stuff going on Wright Street, right? Why did I bring these people over here to Garnett?
I don't understand that either. So what purpose is it serving?
Because I think I don't know the politics behind it, but I think it's county and city. Like
I told you,
it's got something to do with that.
Unfortunately, I've been in there, and I just think it's too nice, and they don't want to put. You know what I'm saying?
They don't feel like jail.
That's for the city.
But that jail was open, what, 20 years?
20 years, for sure. For sure.
And now you just close it, ain't that new?
Yeah, right.
Ain't that new?
It's good enough for homeless people.
But like you say, it's good enough for the homeless sleeping right there on
Right.
the steps
Yeah.
of that particular building. They sleep right
That's
there.
what I'm saying. They right there. So what's wrong with not just opening up the building and letting them in? But I think eventually with them having FIFA here, they're gonna have to. If they can't get them all housed before the FIFA committee get here and they're in town now, you know, they're gonna have
Atlanta hell. So y'all telling me, hold on, I just listened to it really just hit me. So, but just because FIFA coming, we got company coming from overseas.
Yes.
Right? They trying to make the city look good.
Man,
like this shit ain't being homeless out and like we ain't got trash in it. They trying to make the city look good.
They did with the Olympics, right?
There
you go.
It ain't for the city.
There you go.
96.
I was just about to give it 96. They did the same thing. They wiped all the homeless off the street. You just was young. You didn't know.
Okay.
They took all the homeless off the street. You would never, boy, you didn't see no homeless on the street in 96.
So we got company coming. They won't make the city look good.
Hey, man, you got to clean up.
Clean up. We got company coming.
We got company coming.
Yeah, for sure.
hey, that's real Southern hospitality now.
And I'm not even, I wasn't
cleaning up
even.
for y'all. Come over here. We're going to make sure it look nice. We're going to get all our people out the street. You know what I'm saying? We're going to make it look more clean water and everything.
You got to remember, that's just like if you win a bid for something, that probably was in the bid. You want to bring them into a safe environment. Mm-hmm. You don't want people coming in and seeing that, I'm pretty sure. So the best thing they had to do was clean up the city. They got to clean the city up. Watch this. By the time 26 start, by the time when FIFA they start rolling that whole FIFA program out, watch how clean Atlanta be.
Man, what? That's why they get it
Watch
together. You see they straighten it up now.
You see it now.
Yes.
Watch how clean the city be.
Yep.
Watch how functional the city be when it come. You ain't gonna really be sitting in no traffic.
Yeah.
None of that.
It's a lot of construction.
Ain't no way.
It's a lot more construction.
Atlanta without traffic, it won't happen. Atlanta without traffic, the Falcons win the Super Bowl. How about that?
Got him.
And y'all know how I feel.
Well, you know that ain't happening.
Y'all know that ain't even gonna happen.
You know, listen, we got to talk about
Atlanta
the
without
Falcons.
traffic, the Falcons win the Super Bowl.
But listen, before we go there, I got to talk about these 71,000 jobs that was lost over the last month.
Wait, what?
71,000 jobs.
From where?
Just around the United States were lost to AI over the last month.
Okay, so this is why we was talking about get a trade earlier, right? And even in our business, that's why I shout out to iHeart Radio. Shout out to iHeart Radio because they made a statement that's saying they are not going to play AI music on the radio and they are not going to have AI radio personalities because the AI was coming for them jobs too, for sure.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so iHeart will not. Shout out, that's a big move. I'm glad they did that.
Yeah.
They're not going to play any AI music and not going to have AI personalities.
Well, I'm not mad at them not playing AI music, but I think they should play some AI music.
Why?
I mean, some AI music is great. You can't.
Then you should listen to it on Spotify.
Right, you should YouTube.
Yeah. Music is great, bro. Like if it's great, it's great.
No,
a great song
you
is a
taking
great
the
song.
human element out of it. It's just like with.
It's already too much competition
we talk
out
about the music, right? But I'm gonna throw it to the sports. I don't want like what they like having the automatic pitch,
the box on
the screen, right?
Right.
But even in the NFL, that takes away the human element of the game. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? We humans, we understand this shit shouldn't be.
You don't
perfect.
like.
I know it's so much money gambling, but you already know some of it's rigged with the gambling. So it don't even matter if you put the automatic, the best replay, they still rigging it regardless.
That's why I don't gamble.
You know what I'm saying? So you like you say AI everything now because that just takes all the creativity out of life. Now we're just all I am robots now, and that ain't no Metro Boomin. It ain't no Keith. What's my boy?
Keith.
Yeah, it ain't none of that going on.
The only reason why I say that, and I'm not against nothing you saying. You got to look at from a business perspective what's more cost effective.
See, man,
it always come to that.
We can see it. We're gonna go back and forth. You're gonna tell me how you feel about it, and the bottom line is what?
The bottom line
is what's going to be most cost efficient for the company. And if me having to play AI or having to do an AI artist, the company's going to do what they feel is most cost efficient. The great thing that you said was that iHeart said they took a stance. They said, hey, man, we're not going to let AI personalities come in. If they let AI personalities come in, that wipes out the whole radio game.
How is it even an AI personality? It's not even a personality.
No.
It is.
It is.
It's a robot, and they can
that's not a person.
And listen, they can take my voice and have that person. It is. It's an AI personality.
Man, that's an artificial person.
Okay.
But if you're listening, it sounds like you listening to a regular person.
It sounds like you listen to me or him talking.
Yeah,
and you can program it to make it have a real conversation back and forth, just like me.
Like my man shout out to my nigga Ace Vane. he had a show that he put together, right? Like a movie. And he put all the information in some type of software, and he sent me a podcast. I'm listening to a podcast, and it's a dude and a girl talking about his movie, talking about the characters, talking about the episodes, all this shit. And I'm like, damn, who are these people? He's like, nigga, this ain't even real. I'm like, fucking way.
No. If you want to do that, listen. Go to Notebook LLM. You can put in a video. Take any YouTube video and put it in that system. And they're going to give you a whole conversation, and you can interact with it. And it's all interactive. It's all AI. And they're gonna be talking just like me and you in this room right now.
Yes. Hey, y'all, we about to be I am robots around this motherfucker right here.
Skynet. Skynet.
Real, man. That's crazy.
But I like AI and I like tech. So all AI ain't bad. It's just, if you're a creator, you better lean into that shit and learn how to use it to help you instead of trying to compete with it.
It's the new wave, bro. Like I keep telling you, like if people are not trying to embrace it, but it's just like the microwave. I promise you.
Yeah,
listen, when the microwave came, I remember, I'm not putting my food in no microwave. Let the microwave cook my food. I was around when that happened, okay?
Yeah.
And now look at it. You ain't got a home in America that probably don't have a microwave in it.
Damn, that's a good example. Message. And on that note, we out, man. We Outside Show. Make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe. We'll see y'all next week. It's your boy DJ Filthy Rich.
Hey, it's your boy DJ Big X.
It's your boy Mr. Exquisite ATL.
We'll see y'all outside, man. We gone.
Peace.
Buddy to God.
Yeah.